Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Tony, founder and CEO of the Chattanooga RPG Society. I do appreciate you so much for tuning in and just give me a moment of your time. I'd like to say thank you so much for 4 wonderful years. As we approach 1,000 members, we have decided to give a massive giveaway. Thanks in sponsorship with Game On Chattanooga here on Lee Highway, as well as Infinity Flux over in Hickson. Now, we have some great things lined up. Not only do we have Chattanooga in the planning, we've got Rocky Top Convention at the end of May. We just launched our new Patreon, which is super exciting. Okay, we're giving away, we've got merch on there. We've also got some really cool content coming out by Justin Hicks, myself, and a whole bunch of other cool people and individuals all across the Chattanooga greater area. But hey, listen, you're here because I've got a huge announcement to make. So on top of our Patreon, we decided for everybody that's part of the Chattanooga RPG Society, you're gonna get a chance to win a boatload of really cool stuff. Okay, now these things are, once again, in sponsorship by Game On and Infinity Flux and the Chattanooga RPG Society, and brought in part thanks to the fact that people are signing up with our Patreon. So let me get into it, what you can win and how you can get your hands on it. So the first thing we have is the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Starter Kit. Really cool. Haven't got a chance to check this out, but easy way for you to get your get in there and give it a go. Next up, we've got Clementine Sector. Okay, this is by a local writer here. Wonderful guy. You'll actually be able to meet him at Chattanooga. He always runs games there. But John Watts is just an amazing, amazing guy. He's been a local part of the community for such a long time. Really cool. If you've ever played Traveler or GURPS or any of the those systems, then you should check this out. But great news is you get a chance to win it, and pretty sure we'll get him to sign it for you. Next up, we've got Cyberpunk Red. If you played Cyberpunk 2077 or you've played Shadowrun, you might be familiar. This game came out in the late 80s, I believe. Really cool. This is their newest version, so yeah, get a chance to get that core book. I'm not done. I'm nowhere near done. Let's take a break from the regular books and the starter kit to show off this cool little mimic figurine. I thought this was it's an iconic monster in the Dungeons and Dragons worlds. Something that we all fear as players. Going around the corner and the DM says, "Well, it appears to be a bookshelf." Appears to be. What? Moving on from there, we're also going to give you a set of DCC dice. These are going to be hard to get because the DCC Dungeon Crawl Classics players like to pick them up and give them, you know, just buy them as soon as they come out. So thankfully we managed to snag a set of these. But, you know, hey, if Dungeon Crawl Classics isn't your thing, then we've also got a regular set of dice. Oh, they fell on. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. All right, these are watermelon colored. They're pretty cool. Just a regular set of your 7 polyhedrals. Something there for you. All right. We've got the Star Wars 30th anniversary edition of the West End Games D6. This is the original Star Wars from way back in the 80s. Very cool, very awesome system. So this will get you started on playing that if you decide you want to play that instead of maybe Fantasy Flight Games version of it, but awesome. Now, this is cool. So this is a starter set for Simbarum. Simbarum is a Witcher-like Dutch fantasy. This is also published by Free League, the people who did Alien. This is really cool. This is a nice little starter set. Get you going if you want to try that out. And then we've got the Call of Cthulhu starter set by Chaosium Games. Everybody knows that I'm a huge fan of this, as well as many of the other admins. Easily the second most popular game of all time. It's been around since the 80s. Actually, I think 79 was when they started with Peter Jackson Games. Very cool. Mike Mason did this. Awesome guys. You might have seen him on Critical Role. And then lastly, we've got a huge D20 plush that you can roll for whatever it is that you like to do, or just, you know, throw it on the couch or throw it on your bed and snuggle up with it at night. So, hey, look, you're going to be able to win this, as well as Infinity Flux has donated a $25 gift card so you can buy whatever it is that you want. Very cool, very interesting. Megan and Jason and Derek Sheets, big shout out to you guys. Everybody in the Chattanooga area, once again, thank you for making this the coolest community in the Chattanooga area and probably the entire United States. When I go to Gen Con and I tell people, hey, I do Chattanooga RPG Society. It's a group where we help people find games. We put them together with game resources. We introduce games. We do learn to plays. We do all this cool stuff. We help with the local conventions. They're like, how do I get something like that started in my area? Well, maybe down the road, that's something that we will grow into and be able to help those areas. But right now, you guys are on the ground running and you make it all worthwhile. So once again, big thank you from me and also the rest of the administration staff and our moderators on our Discord. If you haven't signed up with our Patreon or our Discord or looked us up on Instagram or Twitter or any of those other social media places, check us out or just come play some dice with us. Okay? Thank you so much. We'll see you around. And under this video, there will be ways for you to win all of this stuff. One lucky person, by the way, is going to get every bit of this. So, awesome. See you then.